Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Marianas Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. It's Veterans Day, CNMI, and the flags are unfurled and flying. Also, a new veterans group makes itself known to the 670. And a wellness proclamation for the Marianas is signed, sealed, and delivered. Also tonight, the MVA brings the Marianas to the world in a London travel show. Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
I love Marianas Coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
When you first tasted our spicy chicken McNuggets, lightly breaded in tempura and made with aged cayenne, maybe that cayenne blend made you cry a little. Well, now you can happy cry on your way to McDonald's, because they're back. The spicy chicken McNuggets, they're back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and welcome to the Channel 2 News. Hafaday and Tirawami. Veterans Day honors active and former U.S. service members annually on this date of November the 11th. In Garapan, American Memorial Park raises the flags, blows the bugle, pitches the tents, and invites all to take part and to remember. In an extension of Armistice Day, which commemorated the ending of World War I in 1918, Congress then passed a bill in 1954 signed by President Eisenhower, proclaiming this day to be a day to commemorate all of those who serve and have served in any action and as any member of the U.S. military. Today, on Veterans Day, in Memorial Park, a ceremony is held commemorating the service given by veterans of all the branches of the U.S. military. Flags wave gently in the wind, while bagpipes serenade the fallen. Governor Arnold Palacios.
Today we gather here at American Memorial Park as a community, bonded by gratitude, respect, and remembrance. This place stands as testament to the courage, the sacrifices, and the unwavering spirits of those who have served our nation, defended our freedoms, and preserved our peace. To our veterans here today, and to those who could not be here, we thank you. Your service has forged a legacy of resilience and honor woven deeply into the fabric of our islands, the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands.
Today we commemorate those who are in service, those who came before, and those who are preparing to serve. Jessica Ma is a senior at Marianas High School. She has joined the U.S. Naval Sea Cadets.
The U.S. Naval Sea Cadets is this Navy program. It's just like JLTC. It's for high schoolers. It's for the people who want to join any kind of like military in the future, but it's more towards the Navy, and it has like more maritime in it. When I graduate high school, well, my plan is to get into the Naval Academy. I applied for it, but this like program also like gives you a chance to enlist if that's what you want. So it's like towards like the Navy, the Coast Guard, or the Marines.
Laura Wong is a junior at Marianas High School.
I am in the Naval Sea Cadets because I want to protect and serve the people, especially giving back to my community. And I feel like joining like any military branch, in fact, it's a really selective amount of people who have that mindset, and it's pretty rare nowadays.
And speaking for those rare souls who are now actively in service, today's keynote speaker, Air Force Colonel Rafael Vargas.
Nothing has changed. We are here positioned, ready to respond, always in posture to protect this region because of its importance. And it's the people, the culture, and it's a collective effort. And what I love about CNMI, Saipan, Tinian, Rota, and Guam is that collegial, familiar effort. Everybody together for one principle, and that principle is to maintain freedom and continue to fight for the freedom of our nation. We are all together. We're all together. Doesn't matter what uniform we wear. Doesn't matter where we come from. And it doesn't matter whether we're Commonwealth or born and raised in the United States. We're all here for one mission, and that mission is to keep us free.
On Veterans Day, we recognize those who will serve, those who are serving, and those who have been there before. Retired Marine veteran with 27 years of service, Antonio de Leon Guerrero Cabrera.
We pray. We pray for their souls today, but for us living, we celebrate this special day. So that we can commemorate and also recognize those veterans who have served. We thank all our veterans for coming out today, and also let us not forget one thing: those veterans that have served and have gone before us, and we commemorate their time as well, today, tomorrow, and every day of our lives.
Thank you for your service.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
On this Veterans Day, alongside Memorial Park, just as the celebratory festivities are ending, beachside, another group is gathering for a family fun day. Local veterans have created a new support group to help keep track and coordinate veteran services for those living in the CNMI. Project Buddy Check 670 Vice President Anthony Demipan.
Project Buddy Check 670 is primary mission is to serve as a voice and an advocate for veterans here in the CNMI, and just to start something good because they deserve so much.
Mr. Demipan is urging vets to join the group in order to get an accurate count of those vets who are here and to find out what their individual needs are. It is clear that vets best know what vets are experiencing.
We have what we call a peer support group that gets together. So there's a variety of veterans with a different variety of problems that have probably the same experiences. And the main thing is to help them pull through whatever struggles they're going through. Empowerment is the biggest thing out here. We have veterans that give up a lot on their treatment, more so because it's probably whatever it is that bothers them. But our job here is to encourage them and make them continue on until they can live the best lives they can.
The overall reach of the group is to supply community support and a sharing of resources, but for today, the object is fun.
We have everyone from the Coast Guard, the Navy, the Marines, the Air Force, and the Army, and they all have different experience, they all have different jobs, but that's not what this is about. This is about bringing everybody together so we can get what, you know, everyone to come out and enjoy themselves. That's the purpose of today.
Coming up, one of our island's greatest assets needs to be recognized and maintained. We riff on the reef. Next on Channel 2.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
We can't wait to welcome you back. Beginning October 16th, the doors of Miyako will reopen. Alongside the tranquil ocean and vibrant gardens inside the former Hyatt, Miyako will offer 2 weekday seatings for a special Japanese lunch buffet. Make your reservations Monday through Friday by calling 670-488-1000 and indulge in authentic dishes, including fresh, never frozen salmon and tuna. Make new memories at an old favorite. Make it special. Make it Miyako.
Premium office space available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park on Capitol Hill. Upgrade your work-life balance and enjoy a distinctive blend of location and nature with open spaces and ocean views. It's the perfect place for creative professionals who want real results. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month. Plus, a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
Welcome back, CNMI. A proclamation is signed declaring November to be National Care at Home Month and National Family Caregiver Month. Here in the Marianas, where family is said to be everything and generations often share residences, many of us either are or know someone caring for a loved one who is either ill or elderly and in constant need of care. At the Marianas Health Center, a month is set aside to recognize those who are in need and those who serve them.
Together, family caregivers and home care providers create a compassionate support system that is essential for the well-being of our loved ones.
Understanding the home caregiver's difficulty in managing the challenges of their sacrifice is part of the professional practitioner's service. George Cruz.
The caregiver just started to cry. I can't do this no more. This is too much. I can't take care of my mom anymore. She says, George, we need to help. We need to help this family. And that's what we did. That's what we did from, I was over 10, 15 years ago, and we committed ourselves to this day to take care of our community. And these are the things that we forget. These are the things that once they're discharged from the hospital that people don't see. They don't see the struggles that the families go through with their kids. Trying to, do I go to school or do I take care of my dad? Do I give up my job or do I take care of my husband? And this is what, this month of November is not about Marianas Health. It's never been about Marianas Health. It's about the caregivers and the need for home care services here in the CNMI.
And actually that's the great thing about here in the CNMI is because home care is still very new, as well as hospice, compared to California, New York, and other places in the United States. And so the coverage for home care is 100% covered for Medicaid and for Medicare beneficiaries. So that's why one of the things we're going to be doing throughout the month of November is really doing a community outreach. Because right now, between our Marianas Health and Marianas Visiting Nurses, the only two home care agencies here in the CNMI, we're only servicing less than 12% of the population that needs some form of continuity of care.
With the CNMI struggling to regain its share of the international travel market, the Marianas Visitors Authority, in a push for new investors and tourists, has leaped across the proverbial pond. More tonight from London. The World Travel Market is one of the largest travel shows in the world. It's held each year in the United Kingdom and includes a marketplace that brings businesses and consumers together for 3 days of meetings, workshops, and marketing. The show's focus this year included an emphasis on shifts from traditional marketing to personalized, data-driven strategies that enhance customers' engagement. Regenerative tourism is another new pillar, how to use travel to make a place better than it was. A number of workshops included blueprints on how to better include the local community in the tourism products. MVA's Managing Director Chris Concepcion says the NMI brought some goals to the show.
We're promoting the CNMI as a tourist destination and also as a place to do some investments for multinational companies.
The hope is that favorable tax laws could help bring in new investment.
What we've noticed throughout the years and throughout our participation in many different shows that the MVA participates in the region and around the world is there's always questions about how can we open a business in the CNMI and what are the benefits and what are sort of what's in it for me if I open a business in the CNMI. And so we're not the experts necessarily on why we have the best tax laws in the U.S., why the QC program is a benefit for any foreign companies to come and open up shop.
Local accountant Dave Berger attended this year's show.
My role here is to explain the CNMI's unique tax system to whoever might be interested, potential investors, or even companies here that are sending tourists over, what kind of tax implications there might be for them. There's even been some people coming by that look at people moving over to the CNMI perhaps to retire and they want to know about the tax structure for those people.
The show includes a number of workshops in Asian tourism. India will soon become a major exporter of tourists, and China is waking up with more individual travelers and a bigger appetite for experiences instead of consumer goods.
There's a few things to take away from a situation like this. I mean, it's really eye-opening to see what goes on. This is a huge travel expo. There's representatives from all areas of the world, and everybody's promoting their destination to the travelers. There's presentations going on every day, all day long.
The 3-day show is held each November at the Excel Convention Center in East London. We explore some of the good sports who are here on our islands, those who are dedicated to doing something that enriches our environment. Coral is a big part of our ecosystem in the Marianas. We explore its challenges and how we can help protect them.
Kelsey McClellan has been on island since 2018. Since then, she's worked with the Division of Coastal Resource Management, Johnson Applied Marine Sciences, and Pacific Coastal Research and Planning. She then became a captain for a year in Alaska, New Zealand, and Australia prior to her current position at NMC as a Natural Resources Management Program Coordinator. She shares her knowledge on coral.
First of all, corals are animals, right? So they are these really important habitat building organisms in our marine environments. So they create habitat for fish, they create what we call wave breakers, or they attenuate waves during large storm events. So they create this structure, and when we have our larger typhoons or even just large storm-driven swell, these reef-building corals will actually break up some of the wave energy and protect our shorelines. So besides just being shelter for animals and amazing recreational sites for snorkelers and divers, they provide infrastructure that protect our coastal shorelines.
When water is too warm, corals will expel the algae, or zooxanthellae, living in their tissues, causing the coral to turn completely white.
After a lot of research has been done, they found a correlation between coral bleaching and thermal stress events. So the CNMI has had repetitive thermal stress events since 2014. From 2014 to 2017, we had some pretty bad thermal stress events. And between these years, we lost over 30 to 98% of our skycorn corals, so our branching corals.
Everything is connected. Everything we do on land has an effect on the water.
When we live in such a small island community, pretty much everything we do impacts our reefs, impacts our waters. DCRM has a slogan called From Ridge to Reef, and essentially that's just asking our community to think of all of our impacts, because whether it's from the ridge to the reef, everything in between will impact our coral reef ecosystems.
There are a number of things we can do in our everyday lives to help protect the corals and ecosystem to mitigate our footprint.
Just those simple acts of picking up our own litter, not trampling, being more mindful when we're clearing land, of putting up maybe a sediment barrier. There are all of these different kind of mitigation things that you can do.
Although it has a lot of benefits, technology can hinder us from noticing what's in our surrounding environment.
I feel as though with this in our hand, right, cell phones, we've just become kind of disconnected from each other and from our ecosystem and our environment. And so just kind of really trying to reconnect with our environment, and be curious too about, as you asked the great question, what can we do to help? I think if more people just even took a minute to be like, hey, what could I do to help make this a little bit better, it would be a huge step in the right direction.
Rumor has it, I'm a savage, drop the classic, big dreams, I got big dreams since like baby. I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team. Jumping off of buildings used to be so stimulating. Now I'm reaching new heights, I'ma need the off-whites. Play with the fire, you get burned. All of my struggles became lessons well learned. I got desires that keep me grounded, that's for sure. Cause one day we gon' make it out this earth, where's your worth? The king is back like prodigal. I've been gone, I gave him time, it's been too long. Politic, if I want it, I'ma get mine. Never fake the funk, can't perform for your empire. Snatch him out the throne, make them all fall in line. I let the clock tick, count down, cause I'm the headline, the deadline. Big time. I'm ahead time, the rare kind. Big time. I'm a living legend, lethal weapon, mastermind. Big time.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight, partly cloudy with a 20% chance of isolated showers with lows of 79 degrees. Yes, a lovely evening to be had, NMI. And tomorrow, Tuesday, clouds will abound with a 30% chance of scattered showers in the day and a 50% chance of showers into the night. Highs of 87 and lows of 79 degrees. The sun has set tonight at 5:45 p.m. and will rise again tomorrow at 6:17 a.m. Our veterans and their loved ones will surely thank the sun as it breaks through the darkness and offers the majesty of its dawning day. And I will see you in the water or on the land. That is news, good sports, and weather. I will see you again on Wednesday. Have a wonderful Veterans Day evening, Saipan.